The college basketball experience preview and picks episode is loading. Having a malfunction on my internet, but yes, we are brought to you by Hall of Fame bets. Look, win bigger by betting smarter this NBA and NFL postseason with Hall of Fame bets. Yes, check out Hall of Fame bets. Download the Hall of Fame bets app or visit hofbets.com. Use that promo code SGPN. You get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today. Oh, there it is. There's the screen. See, that was all off memory. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Look, play Underdog's Pick'em for a chance to win 100 times the amount of money you could enter. Promo code TCE SGPN at Underdog Fantasy for 100% deposit match today. We're also brought to you by the NASCAR Gambling Podcast. Gentlemen, start your engines. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. Enter for free today the Daytona 500 contest for a chance to win $100 cash and a $100 SGPN gift card at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Daytona. And remember, as always, folks, rubbing is racing.
Hey, this is Derek Stevens. I'm the owner of Circa Las Vegas. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college basketball awkward experience. Apparently, I mean, look, I had internet problems right before we went live, so I had all the pages up, right, and then I forgot I restarted. So when I went to hit record, I went to read the ads and realized the ads aren't there because I restarted my whole computer. And my apologies, but I still got through them, and I recited one pretty good for not having it in front of me. And look, we had a
shit day.
Yeah, started off red hot and ended up pretty. I think I was 2 games under 500, but I did hit a parlay. So it's kind of like a 500-ish night for me. Just a 2-game parlay, but yeah. So we're gonna talk all about it. And I was on fire early. I was feeling great about life. But yeah, got a little cold on that night slate. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I smoke and I drink and I don't have stress and I'm healthy.
I mean, we should have hit on a few of these.
Yeah.
Gonna say that. We're gonna talk all about it. Don't worry. Excited for Friday slate. Saturday slate's unbelievable. There's too many good games on Saturday. They should diversify. Put some of that shit on Friday. Call 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE. I am joined by my co-host. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, the host of the Big 12 College Experience, the host of the Ryan and Rush Show. Give it up for Ryan McIntyre, aka Money Lon Mac. How you doing, brother?
Doing all right. I mean, yeah, I took it on the chin tonight. I almost gave back all the winnings for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Almost. I'm still in the green for the week, but tonight was not a good night for me, especially in that late window where we both just fucking ate shit. There's no other way.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
Yeah, there was a point where I think it was like 9-2. And I was pretty sure I was thinking about buying shit that I just have always dreamed of. You know what I mean? After yesterday's run. and I was 9-2, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy that flamethrower I always wanted.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna buy some other cool shit. You know what I mean? I just for some reason, like I just had a son. I was like, you know what? I never had a fucking slip and slide in my life. I'm gonna buy a fucking slip and slide, even though I have an apartment. He'll go down the fucking stairs if I have to. All right. But no, ended up having it got cold. We're going to talk all about it. Let's jump right into it because, I started 0-1 because the golf course sucks ass. UMBC wins by 11 at the golf course. I think we had some fans that were attending this game. They didn't tag me because Binghamton lost. I understand it. Your thoughts on the Retrievers reviving their season, perhaps?
I forget. Maybe it was GBO Farms. He goes. It turned out it's a fucking putt-putt course. That was fucking pathetic. Thank God I didn't bet that game. My God, I mean, holy fuck.
Yeah,
that was horrible.
That was very tough. Very tough. Stony Brook drilled Hampton. Glad we didn't bet this. We thought about betting this. App State drilled Marshall. I know you bet this. I did not, but just because Marshall's on the road is so questionable.
This is some bullshit, man. Fucking Marshall covered for the first 38 minutes, and then App State fucking ran away with it the last 2 minutes, and Marshall just fucking laid down. But yeah, Marshall on the road.
They suck on the road. How are they that bad on the road and that decent at home?
Well, yeah, they're 7-5, well 7-6 in league play, but they were within 4 or 5 points the entire night, and then as soon as it got to 10 with like a minute left, they just completely tanked. It was embarrassing.
Yeah, well, I'm mad at Rutgers because you suck ass. Nice win. Make a free throw, you fucking loser. We had this game. They get at the free throw line with 12 seconds left or something, 20 seconds left.
Yeah.
Gosh, I mean, I know that Northwestern was up a lot of the game and Rutgers clawed their way back in, but I still feel like we should have hit this. Should have fucking hit this.
Whenever
one free throw, one fucking free throw. What's up?
Yeah, I said whenever they go to that camera angle where that's like through the backboard, I don't know. Whenever I'm on that side, I'm like, he's not making this. He's not. There's no way this thing's going in. And that shit wasn't even close. He fucking bricked the fuck out of it. I guess the only silver lining, we weren't on the right side of this one. Northwestern got hosed with the guy, the kid getting tossed in the first half for the nut punch, which is bull. I mean, come on. He didn't mean to fucking hit him in the nuts. Like, that was a ridiculous ejection, in my opinion.
I agree. Let's talk though about Rutgers getting this win now. They're 14-10.
Yeah.
Dude, they play at Minnesota on Sunday. If they can win that game, yes, they're going to lose at Purdue after that. But then their remaining schedule is home to Maryland, home to Michigan, at Nebraska. They probably lose. At Wisconsin, they probably lose. Home to Ohio State. But maybe if you can get 2 road wins on that stretch, Minnesota and either Nebraska or Wisconsin, which is a tall order if you're Rutgers, you're just offensively challenged, and you take care of business at home. Even if they're let's just say they can get Minnesota. Let's say they get Minnesota, Maryland, Michigan, and Ohio State, all those home games. So 4 games, they'd be 18 wins going into the Big East tournament. Would that get them close to that bubble, perhaps?
That Penn State home loss was a killer for them. That killed all any potential, I felt like, at large chances. They don't really have a bad loss. Princeton is not the best loss in the world. That game was at a neutral site, but other than that, they pretty much lost to quality teams outside of Penn State. So they got to win at Purdue if they really want a prayer. They did it last year.
Yeah. Monmouth, I lost $100. Actually, so I guess I started off 9-3, I think. Monmouth, well, judging by the order of this, I don't fucking know. Monmouth won in a classic tonight. Oh my god. Like, if you guys did not catch Campbell and Monmouth, the ending of this game, Xander Rice went for 37, and the biggest part of that 37 was his half court banked in shot from the corner. to give them a 1-point win and a huge CAA win. Yeah, I ate shit here, but what a win for Monmouth. They needed this. They needed this bad. Your thoughts?
This ended up being an unofficial lock battle. I came on the Campbell side. The more and more I thought about it, Campbell been playing better basketball as of late. So they should have won the game. I mean, fucking Xander Rice has to make a fadeaway, falling out of bounds.
How the fuck did that go in? How the fuck did that go in?
Unreal. Great.
Unbelievable.
Great. Hey, credit to them. They found a way to win.
Yes, and I'm glad we did not bet Bryant because Bryant only won by 5. I considered betting this. They did not cover by 1.5. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dude, that's Thursday's the stinkiest lines of the week. Every week, the Thursday numbers are the hardest numbers. I think. I don't know about for you, but for me, I think Thursday's always the hardest day, number wise. Thursday's
been the shittiest day for us. Probably in league play.
Albany destroyed NJIT. I fell for the bullshit. Get the fuck out of here, NJIT. Didn't bet this game. You bet this, didn't you?
I bet Albany.
There you go.
I knew that shit was fool's gold.
There you go.
Fuck out of here.
Radnam, Great Danes. We did double lock Jacksonville State against La Tech, and that cashed. La Tech wins by 5. Fuck out of here with this crazy line. We need to do like a 20-minute segment here because I told you, lock battle win for the fucking Long Island Sharks. Look, you disrespect this team. You disrespect this team night in and night out. And they should have won on the money line before we even went to overtime. The Sharks are here to stay. They're a covering machine. When are you jumping on the bus? You've been hating on them all year. You've been hating on them all fucking year. And the Sharks, part of my parlay cash, I swam with the fucking fishes. Them and Lemoyne. Boom. I bet both sea creatures. And I'm swimming in cash on that particular bet. Now, they get cold. We hit the Arctic later. But I hit on the fucking parlay. The Sharks are a cash cow. I love this team. And God bless the whole fucking university and the Steinberg Wellness Center that had those kids locked out. Anyway, your thoughts?
Fucking sleazy ass fucking New York City Long Islanders fucking trapping Fair Dick in the fucking. They would have blown their ass out. They started down 15 because they were trapped in the fucking elevator.
Folks, if you did not catch this, they had the fire department called because Fairleigh Dickinson was it the elevator or was it a door?
It was the elevator.
It was the elevator, yeah.
I don't know why they were taking the elevator to their locker room like they're in their fucking classroom.
I'm surprised the Steinberg Wellness Center has a fucking elevator.
Their locker room's the second floor.
Unbelievable. And what a cover for the fucking Sharks. What's up, Bieniek?
Look, I don't have a single clue of what Long Island's campus looks like, but experiencing it firsthand, my campus was right in downtown Pittsburgh, and our campus wasn't acreage wide; it was acreage up. We built in like the skyscrapers. That was where our campus was. So our gym, we would host like basketball, volleyball games on the 5th floor of our building. So I've actually experienced taking an elevator to the gym. I don't know if that's how LIU is, but that's pretty funny.
Well,
Fair Dick would have won by 20 if that didn't happen. They fell down like 20-5 because they weren't fucking warmed up.
All
like
I know
game.
Is the Sharks. Remember the Sharks? You got to love this. So far this season, the Sharks had a bus that didn't show up on time. It was way late, a couple hours late, to a game in New York City, right? They had a fucking basketball court collapse on a guy. And then they had the elevator situation not work.
The court didn't collapse. It was the stanchion.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm fucking drinking over here. All right, get out of here. The Sharks are legit. They're legit. And at Steinberg Wellness Center, as far as I'm concerned, best place to catch a game in America. Best fucking place to catch a game in America. Lock battle win. No, you came with me on this.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. We take that. I know he's not feeling good over there. Noah's hilarious right now because Noah, come back for 5 seconds.
He's battling.
It's just hilarious because he looks like he's like right now he looks like there's like a skyline behind him. It's like he went from the shitholes of that basement to something very nice besides the Florida Gator paraphernalia there. You've failed upwards, my friend. I don't know what the fuck. Did you sell the LeBaron?
My aunt went down to Gainesville for the weekend to go. I don't know. She's meeting up with some friends to go and see the basketball game. So, yeah.
He seems very at peace tonight.
He's
it's just a serious headache, nasal congestion.
I am Noah Bieniek.
I know what that means. Noah, blink twice if you're back on mushrooms.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick before we went live on the show while you were rebooting, so Noah has headphones, so he doesn't know that he's in the stream and he's listening to his music or whatever. And I'm just talking to him like, Noah, paging Noah, is anybody there? Noah Bieniek, bark twice if you can hear me. Like he's just like you could just tell he's fucking battling it right now, whatever bug he's got.
We just dropped the college baseball experience episode. Tomorrow's opening day in college baseball, and right before we go live, he took he had a cup of what he told me was pop. That just like a gigantic cup of pop.
Jack and
that
Coke.
just went all on the fucking computer. And I'm sure he's having a nice day. I'll put it like that. For some reason there was no Jack Daniels in there because I asked him. I said, "You got Jack Daniels in there?" He said, "No, just pop." Those fucking people in the Midwest are weird with that shit.
They
I was
love
having
that
pop.
pop word,
I was
yeah.
having pop. It just sounds weird. How does that? I don't. What states is that? Is that Michigan, Minnesota, Wisconsin? I don't feel like Chicago and Illinois say that, do they?
I feel like they say it in the South too.
No, in the South they just say tab. Let me get one of those tabs. A mellow yellow, right? I don't think they say it in the South, do they?
It's soda pop in the South, I think, too.
Yeah, because I'm trying to remember when I lived in South Carolina and Tennessee, what they would. I think Tennessee they would say pop, and I'm like, it's fucking soda. I don't fucking say pop.
Or just call it by the name of the drink. I'm having a Coca-Cola, and actually no, Coke. Coca-Cola sounds a little weird too. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck we're talking about here. Go have yourself a pop, a mellow yellow, whatever the hell. Drexel did not cover for us as Hofstra.
They fucking suck.
Oh man, dude, Drexel was down 10 at the half. The fact they even won this game's incredible.
I know.
Bad handicap. I think we triple locked this one. So yeah.
You can't win.
Yeah, that's. But I had a good night early on. That's what I'm saying.
Colby,
I know. What's up?
Did you say I don't think they call it pop in Chicago when you meant to say the state of Illinois? You were naming states like Minnesota, Wisconsin, and you just named Chicago. Illinois hates that. They just think it's only Chicago and nothing else in there.
Well, no, it is only Chicago. I spent a week in Southern Illinois.
On their shit list.
I spent a week in Southern Illinois somewhere. I don't even remember the name of the town. It's only Chicago. Hate to tell you this, Illinois. Yeah, I was somewhere. I spent a week there, and trust me, I couldn't get out of there fast enough. All right. I was also 20 years old. I was looking for scattered ass and stuff, and all I saw was just cornfields. It's an underrated cornfield state. You don't think of Illinois as a cornfield state.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Drexel did not hit for us. Georgia Southern did not win against Coastal. Glad we didn't bet that. SMU took down Tulane. I'm glad that I did not bet this. I mean, I took SMU, but I didn't bet this. But I know you lost on L. Ron Hubbard and Battlefield Earth there. Your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I mean, this was a desperate spot for Tulane. Tulane has really struggled here. They've lost 5 out of 6, and their one win was the miracle. Well, they did cover the game, the Temple game, where they covered the -11 in overtime. But that's been their only win since they knocked off Memphis at home. They're not playing good ball.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the hell's happening. Wagner took down St. Francis in overtime. The red flash did get the cover though, and I'm mad. I'm mad because this is one we should have locked up. All I needed was a little bit of help, and you let me fucking down. I knew Towson was going to cover against a shitty ass William and Mary team. I should have bet this. I apologize to my clients out there. 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE failed you yesterday, and Bill and Mary is still a shit ass team.
Yeah, they are. Why do they keep catching these stinky lines? I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. And then I will apologize because I brought you with me on this one. Charleston had a 5-point halftime lead. I felt all right about it, but they only won by 4. We were laying 4.5. I brought you along into this. My apologies, even though I feel like it was the right fucking side.
I thought we had 4.
No, I think it was 4.5. What did I say? 5.5? I thought it was 4.5. We had, right?
Oh, I found a 4 when I bet it, but
Oh.
I mean, I didn't win.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
It was the
I
right
lost.
side. Yeah, it was the right side.
All right. Here's where I caught, and you got to remember chronologically, the games ended in different order. So when I say I started out 9 2 or I really did. It's just certain games ended differently. We hit on Temple double lock.
That was the easiest play of the night, actually.
By what? 12, I believe. I mean, the FAU Owls, the Battle of the Owls. They win by 12 as 20 points. Get the fuck out of here. It's easy. It's like a 7-point game, 5-point game with like most of the game. Easy play. Your thoughts? Are you buying into FAU still?
Yeah, I still think they're good. But we talked about this in the preseason that sometimes these teams, when they got the target on their back, they're not the same. We'll see if they can turn the switch on. The other distraction that's behind the scenes is what job is Dusty May pursuing. So they got a lot of distractions compared to last year where it was just about basketball and proving a point. So in my opinion, I think they're going to lose in the round of 64, even with all that experience. Just too many distractions in my opinion.
Yeah, you know who's not a distraction? The system. Because we triple locked Vermont against New Hampshire. 16-point win for the Catamounts. Let's go. Start your football program, you pussies, and let's have some fun. Yeah, I mean, this was so easy.
They're good.
I believe I gave away 2 top plays. Went 1-1 on the 2 top plays, I believe, if memory serves me correct. This was one of them. Vermont, an animal at home. I'm mad again at this one because I thought we should have locked up UTSA in the points. They cover against Charlotte. The Clits get it done by 9.
Yep.
But we ate shit because we didn't bet it. We knew UTSA was going to cover this. I apologize. All right, we're going to recap some more games. But before I do that, I want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by the Daytona 500 contest. Rev up those engines. NASCAR is back, folks. Check out the NASCAR Gambling Podcast. Rod Villagomez and Cody Zeeb have you covered for all things NASCAR and racing, from trucks to Cup to IndyCar to F1. This show gives you the drivers to watch and the most profitable picks for the weekend of racing. Enter their free Daytona 500 contest for a chance to win a $100 SGPN gift card and $100 cash. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Daytona. Once again, that's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Daytona. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Look, Underdog Fantasy has a way to play alongside your favorite fantasy players all season long. They got NBA, they got NHL, and they got college hoops. And look, time out for a second. We get paid all the time to say all crazy ad reads. If anything, I feel like a couple of years ago, we had like 10 different companies. At one point in the football season, it was a little crazy, but I appreciate them paying us, and I'll read whatever they give us. But at the same time, I really don't buy into every single ad historically, right? This one I do. Like Underdog Fantasy, I think is one of the best websites for getting an edge in college basketball. If you love college hoops, and I would imagine the same with NBA and NHL, I just don't follow it as heavy. I think you can find things that you cannot find elsewhere. So I would highly urge you to check it out. Simply pick higher or lower in your favorite players' fantasy stats and cash in. You can win 100 times the amount of money you enter with some of their spicy plays. So what are you doing? Watch along, make picks, and maybe make a little extra cash on Underdog's mobile app or website, UnderdogFantasy.com. Look, when you sign up with the promo code TCESGPN. Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. All right, that's Underdog Fantasy promo code TCESGPN. And if you sign up, take a screenshot of that. Find me on Twitter at the Colby D. Show me that you signed up, and we'll send you a college basketball experience T-shirt. Guaranteed to improve your chances of getting ass. All right. So do all that, and check it all out. Noah, you got anything for this? Sick as shit. I don't think he does.
No. Check.
Okay.
He'll put something out. So
hang on. I'm gonna grab some of this stuff right now. I know he's sitting over there. You know, he's spilled his fucking pop. All right. I want to see that I hit tonight. How many rebounds? Let's see. So I did not have a chance. I was doing the baseball show. Did my where are we at here? Boards tonight. No, he did not, because he did not play. Okay. Well, there is that. There's golf too, by the way, on this thing. But look, I'm going to load it up right now. We got Georgetown, Villanova tomorrow. Justin Moore, higher than 9.5 points. Higher or lower? What do you think, Mac?
Justin Moore. Let's. I feel like Villanova needs a statement win, so I'll go higher. I think they're going to come out ready to play, especially with a little momentum off that last game.
I would say higher as well. So we agree there. Let's go to the New Mexico San Diego State game. Jaden Leday, higher, lower, 19.5 points. I lean lower. He's a stud.
Would you say the number was
19.5 points?
19.5 points. So they just played what a couple weeks ago. He had 15. He's coming off a career night 27. I'll go lower. As well. I'm with you.
Yeah. So let's load that up in there. Let me make sure I have this correctly. I think I actually selected a third. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a good player, but let's go there. Let's throw 50 clams on it. Doing it right now. Look, you throw 50 on it, you win 150 smackaroos, just like that. You can insure it too, but I don't do that bullshit. I go all for it. Let's go. Just made that. We're gonna cash. We're gonna cash tomorrow. So check out Underdog Fantasy promo code TCESGPN. All right, we're back on the college basketball experience, and let's take a look at what else we hit or lost on. No, I was hot at this point. I had cashed on, Temple. I had cashed on Vermont. I should have cashed on UTSA. I should have cashed on Louisiana. They beat Old Dominion by 8. Louisiana's a good team, dude. Why did we not take this? We should have taken this.
Fucking ODU. This team has been. I have had no read on this team the entire year. I can't wait for their season to end. There's a couple of these seasons I can't wait till you guys are fucking eliminated. I'm tired of your ass.
Yeah, and then Elon took down Delaware. We thought that smelled. We picked Elon, just didn't bet it. And I knew we should have bet A&T. Even though I believe, I didn't watch a lick of this game. I don't believe their best player still didn't play. I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. But they still covered against Wilmington. Still cover that big number against Wilmington. And then, try to give you guys some help. Certain games you should take every time. And
may the Schwartz be with you.
The Pirates, this was never even close. Never close. This Wichita shock bullshit out of here. All right.
There was nothing that we couldn't do.
Just easy cash in Greenville, North Carolina. I told you there's just cash sitting there. It's a cash cow just sitting there. We had a double lock here. Of course we cashed on it. Our double locks did pretty good. We also had a battle right here as you were foolish enough to take UTEP at Bowling. The Tops are my team, dude. I might fucking move there. You want to talk about a team? I think I should move to Bowling Green, Kentucky, because they've been a cash cow of mine for all season. Life without Stansbury, swell. It's swell. Let me tell you, buddy. Your thoughts on those two outcomes, ECU Wichita and losing the lock battle to UTEP with WKU.
Good win for East Carolina. I mean, that was never really in doubt. Dude, UTEP is they're another team I can't wait for them to stop playing, because they will go through stretches where they look so good, and then you look up and then they're down 10. They were up 6 in the middle or to start the second half, and then they go through these droughts offensively where you're like, they can't throw it in the ocean now. I don't know, man. This UTEP,
they can't win on the road, dude. They can't win on the road.
No,
the entire Golding era, they can't win on the road.
I know, but like this is the time of year where like you're supposed to be able to pick somebody off the road the entire year. Like you can't go winless. I guess you could, but yeah, UTEP is fucking bad on the road. What's up?
Shout out to Dakota in the chat. We got to talk about y'all pronouncing my alma mater, Bellarmine, as Bologna.
Bellarmine.
I killed over first time I heard that shit. Well, that's because, it's become a thing. You know what I mean? It's become a thing. Bologna. It's become a thing. It's Bellarmine. Yeah, it's Bellarmine.
Bologna is pronounced baloney. Like
no,
I think he thinks that you pronounce Bellarmine.
No,
baloney,
buddy. I understand that it's the joke on top of the joke. The joke is that I would call it Bologna.
We know it's Bellarmine. We call Bellarmine because it takes people off.
No,
just
the
like
best
Liberty's
part.
Flaming Libs.
I was trying to say Bologna like I was so stupid that I didn't know, but okay, whatever. I understand. We know we've been saying it incorrectly.
Yes, that I think he thinks you're saying baloney when you're really just saying Blarmine, just purposely pronouncing it wrong.
Anyway. I think he might have been saying that it's baloney that we're pronouncing it. I don't fucking know. But either way, we appreciate the fact you're graduated from there, but we'll never call it that. It is Blarmine, all right, as far as I'm concerned. And I am sipping some nice Colombian rum. I'm not even going to pronounce this fucking thing. Don't worry. It's Colombian rum.
It's called Blarmine.
Yeah, Blarmine. Yes, I am sipping Blarmine, and it is absolutely fantastic. Go get yourself a bottle of Blarmine, available wherever you can find it. Moving forward, Merrimack wins by 3 against Stonehill.
Should have bet Stonehill.
We should have bet Stonehill. 10.5 they were getting. 10.5. Shout out to Drew.
What were you saying?
What's that?
I
was going to say shout out to Drew cashed. Yeah.
I'm saying it's almost like that 3-23 record scared us off.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I watched so much Stonehill. I really did have. I have it's like whiplash. You know what I mean? Or it's like Vietnam flashbacks of you're just sitting there telling stories around family. You're like, yeah. I bet Stonehill a few times this year, man. They're fucking horrible. I can't take them again. You think about taking them, and you remember that time you're sitting there drunk saying, "Why the fuck did I take Stonehill? Why did I take Stonehill?"
As we bet Detroit every night.
yes, but Detroit at least they had that 1 point loss at Ole Miss where I was like, "Hey, I see talent." Cannabis Capper, new show idea. Colby trying different liquor from different countries, but has to pronounce the name of what he's drinking. Wait, what is that? And the country. I'm sorry, that's an and sign. For some reason, see, my screen's all fucked up, man. It looks like a C. Anyway, I'm on board on that idea. Let's go. We'll take samples. I'll take samples folks. At the Colby D, we'll take samples of whatever. We'll get you into a different mind state. We'll take samples. All right. Hit me up. I bet this Lemoyne Dolphin team. I bet this team. I knew this fake ass Blue Devils shit. They're the real Blue Devils, but it's a fake ass season. They're not that good, and they go to the real Syracuse. I'm sorry, the real Blue Devils lose to the real Syracuse. Give me the Lemoyne Dolphins getting it done. Let's go. Let's go. Your thoughts on my Dolphins swimming with the Sharks? It's beautiful.
Lemoyne's having a good little year here in their first year at Division I. I have that Georgetown game, the opener, in my back of my mind where I was like, oh my God, this is the worst team I've ever seen. But they've been good. They've held their own in year number 1.
Yes, they have, man. And Finn Sullivan, where are you located, Finn Sullivan? If Dundee has any stand-up ever, I will pay $500 for one seat. Well, look, I've been doing stand-up a long time, and normally you can probably get into my stand-up shows for
$5
a beer. You know what I mean? There's these things called bringer shows. No, I haven't done those in a while. But yeah. We'll work on it. All right. Maybe you got a bowling alley by your house. All right. All right. I got a couple guys that do stand up. Me, CJ Sullivan, and a few others. We could show up there. All right. Maybe you pay for the Greyhound. All right. Let's go. All right. Another battle. I couldn't believe that you just. I was shocked, frankly, that you flew at the airport yesterday. And the airport,
they've been good today.
They can't win on the road. Sam Houston 70, Florida International 56. Lock battle wins. I needed to catch up because I feel like you were fucking me up over the past week or so. Okay, I needed to catch up. I needed a night like tonight. Sam Houston getting it done against the airport. Your thoughts?
Fuck FIU. This one had never had a chance. I just watched them like, you guys are fucking bitches. Just watching them, they soft effort, never really competed at all. No season sweep over Sam Houston. I guess they can only win at the airport. Hangar 5.
Yeah, let's go. And then we did double lock the Blue Raiders. They don't lose in Murfreesboro. All right,
they were down 20
to Murfreesboro. Yeah,
they were down 20 and go. Oh,
let's go. Abilene Christian, you were right on this. I didn't even bet this. I backed off. I was a little afraid. Abilene Christian, nice call. You got this done against the Mexicans, getting that dub.
Mexicans are done.
And then maybe I brought you in. You should do a show in Vegas this year during March. Yeah, I've done a bunch of shows in Vegas. I did the Harris for a while, opening up for a few guys. I also did. Let me tell you about my favorite show I ever did in Vegas because I can't remember the name of the bar, but I was competing with RoboCop 2 on TV. All right, so I was on stage. I was doing like a 30-minute set, and it was at the shittiest dive you can imagine. It was paid. It was a paid gig. I don't know how it was paid. I don't know who the fuck was paying me, but it was hilarious because I think I might have accidentally started a race war. All I was doing was trying to make a joke about Wesley Snipes not paying his taxes. It didn't work out so well. And RoboCop 2 might have been the better idea. They should have just played RoboCop 2. Maybe Dundee at this shithole bar, and I don't remember where it was, but they did pay me. I made sure I got paid. And it was one of the more hilarious experiences of my life. Accidentally started a little race war in a shitty dive bar. And they weren't mad at me. They were mad at each other. And it was all because of a Wesley Snipes tax joke. I don't know.
And then you went like this.
Yeah, no, it was very awkward and when I say stage is a strong word. Yeah. It was basically, I was on top of like a wooden shoebox, right? But it was a very famous night in the life of Dundee. One of my favorite experiences ever was just watching people almost fight each other over my words while RoboCop 2 was on a screen, a projector right next to me, which is fucking hilarious. You would think they would have the the decency to turn off RoboCop 2. But then again, I think about RoboCop 2 and it's a lot better than my fucking stand up. So maybe I was in the wrong. There's that scene in RoboCop 1 where like a guy does blow off of a chick's breast. He's like the mayor of the city. That is way better than any stand up I've ever done in my life. All right. So if you could put that on nonstop, if you could put that on a loop, in my opinion, every bar will be better for it. Anyway. Where am I at here? We cashed on Abilene Christian. Yeah, I brought you into the muck, sort of. I challenge you to lock this with me because you are friends with their head coach. And Radford, how do I say this without shitting on your boy? They suck. They suck right now. Yes.
No, they do suck. They're in last. I mean, they were in first place to begin league play. I don't know what's going on there. They look like complete shit every time I watch them. I know they were banged up, but they're healthy now, and they just whatever. The way they were playing in the non-con, they're not playing right now. They're fucking ass. No, you're absolutely right.
And I thought the line stunk, so I thought we were fucking geniuses for diving into the stink. Turns out we're idiots. We're idiots. Moving along. South Alabama, we should have locked South Alabama. They destroyed Texas State. We did smell the stink in this one. Littlecock gets it done against Morehead State. Let's go.
Good win.
Huge win. The line, how the hell did Vegas know this? I need to know.
Littlecock's been playing well. They're like
how the hell did Vegas know this? How the hell did Vegas know this? All right, this is where I need that X-Files music. You know what I mean? This is where I buy into, you know, it's all rigged, right? I mean, we were smart enough to jump on the rigging, but how the hell did they know that? If we all had to set lines, I bet you if you sat down 30 college basketball experts that watch college basketball every day like we do, you know, us and 28 others, none of us would have had that line. How the fuck did they have that line? I want answers. I want an investigation, right?
I think Littlecock is better than we're giving him credit for. We just called them Littlecock and Darrell Walker, but yeah, I mean this was a big win. Morehead was 11-1 in league play, so big win. Yeah, that line stunk. You're right, and it came down. It went off at 1.
Yeah. I don't know. It was weird to me. It was weird. Nick Conrad says, why the hell should I listen to these guys? I'm fucking pissed. There's a button on the top left of your screen that more than likely, if you're using Firefox or Safari, can minimize and even exit the fucking screen. And I will lose no sleep. So please do that. I don't give a fuck. All right. Next up, James Madison.
You to watch this motherfucker. Dumbass.
Yeah, I guess you didn't hit on our fire day the past 2 days before that. And like I said, I still kind of broke even with the parlay. Yeah, I broke even with the parlay. Georgia State, JMU. JMU wins by 20. I didn't see this coming, but JMU, it's anybody but App State, and JMU's awesome.
I know. App State just fucks them up. But good win for James Madison. They need to win out. I think they need to win out because it's they dropping those App State games kind of has put them on outside looking in. So they need to win out and take care of business. Yeah. And Damani, shout out to Damani in the chat. Appreciate him tuning into a bunch of our shows. He's asking about has White Tiger worn me out yet? White Tiger has worn me out. I am sleep deprived. Very sleep deprived. I can suddenly relate to my father. My father was in the middle of we were doing like a fantasy football mock draft with just 3 people. So like we're guessing the first round spec, in the 90s. Right. And we're just guessing the first round. And, it's pretty quick in the first round. You're like, oh, Terrell Davis, John Elway, Terrell Davis, Kurt Warner, whatever the fuck. Right. And my dad fell asleep with how fast it went to 2 other people and back to him. And he was asleep snoring. And I always thought that was amazing because I was like, how the fuck did he do that? He just said the name of Mark Brunell and now he's asleep
20 seconds, less than 10 seconds later. I found myself today. I was sitting there. I sat down. I was doing shit all day, right? And I sat down for like 5 minutes with my son in my lap, and I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna, rest with my guy here.
Chill out, yeah.
Fucking fell asleep in like 1 minute, man. 1 minute, and next thing you know, my mom is waking me up saying it's been 45 minutes or something. So yeah, I feel like the old man now. But yeah. It's great. It's a great feeling, but at the same time, sleep would be great. I would love a fucking week in Bora Bora right now. We ate shit on South Dakota State. Man.
How did they lose that?
No idea.
I watched this game. They got outplayed. I mean, in that fucking rec center at UMKC. They're not the blue blood this year. Yeah.
UMKC is a weird team too, because like I bet them a couple times and I watched them and they're horrible. they've been kind of up and down all year. Omaha takes down South Dakota. South Dakota does get the cover. We were on that. This is one I can't believe we didn't hit. I watched a little bit of this game. UT Arlington was beating the shit out of Tarleton State when I was watching. We laid what is it, 3.5? Did we lay? I feel like 4 or something like that. I'm thinking this is easy money. Great handicap by us.
Yep.
I had to go to the college baseball show. I look up, we lose the fucking game outright. Yeah. Unbelievable. Tarleton's on fire right now, by the way. Tarleton has won 5 in a row, and I feel like even before that they were on a little streak, right? They won? They've won 7 of 8. 7 of 8 right now. What is happening with these Tarleton State Texans? They're playing good ball.
They are. But I still don't think they're that good. Like when I watch them, I don't know how they're winning these games. They win all these close games. This is where the night went shit right here. This was the game where it was like, oh, I got Arlington won, and then they fucking lose outright. It was like, what?
Yes. It's unbelievable. I mean, they won at Seattle. They won at Seattle the time before too. North Dakota State drilled Oral Roberts. Didn't bet this, but definitely picked that incorrectly. North Texas drilled. Shout out to Rob Donaldson. I know he had a bunch of money riding on North Texas. I'm glad for you, Rob. Even though we picked Memphis, didn't bet the Memphis Tigers. Thought about it. Rob needed that one because he had a shit ton of money on North Texas. So Rob, drinks on Rob Donaldson if you live by his house. Shout out to, how do I pronounce this?
I am hip.
Oh, that's it. Okay. I didn't even see that. Look at you. You are hip. I am not. He gives us $2. Says, gotta lock VCU. Shout out to VCU boosters. There we go. I can't believe ULM went to Hattiesburg and won in the fashion they did.
They beat the fuck out of them. What the fuck's wrong? Well, the game was delayed for like an hour because of the dust up in the women's game. And I mean, the men were awful tonight. That was pathetic.
Yeah,
but they don't have Ladner, their head coach, too. I need to reevaluate them. They got this little crazy Hispanic guy that's fucking crazy on the sideline. Anybody that watches Southern Miss knows what I'm talking about. Is Corbell still on the team?
That's a good question. I actually didn't watch the game tonight.
Yeah, I don't even know if he's on the team still.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the fuck he's at. But I always thought that was a weird mesh. Hattiesburg and Corbello. SIU Edwardsville. We should have locked SIU. Lindenwood's fucking terrible. Austin P took down Central Arkansas. I know you were on Central Arkansas. Your thoughts? Shout out to Sam Sandner. Gives us $2. Says you guys are sick. Keep grinding. Appreciate you, Sam. Appreciate you tuning in. Mac, your thoughts on the Central Arkansas play?
This was kind of like the Arlington game where Central Arkansas was up 7 with like 7 minutes left, and they completely folded. So yeah, this was my horrible stretch.
I cashed in on Eastern Illinois against SEMO. So they won by 18. SEMO's fucking terrible. Cashed in on that. Was feeling good about life. UT Martin took down Southern Indiana, but I believe the Screaming Eagles covered by a hook. I think didn't bet this game. Arkansas State took down Troy. Nice win for the Red Wolves. Troy had been fire at home. Didn't touch this game, but huge win.
I bet Arkansas State last second.
Oh, there we go.
Dude, they're playing well.
They are. They really are.
First year head coach.
And I'm a skeptic of Arkansas hoops outside of, well, I guess the whole state this year. Also locked up Western Illinois. They came through for me. Sorry, GBO Farms. What's that?
That was a sweat for you.
It was a sweat. It was a sweat. Complete sweat. Seattle took down Southern Utah. I know you were on the Thunderbirds there as the Redskins take them down by 10. And then we both ate shit on Purdue. Noah, I know he's dying behind the scenes.
Is it me, man, or is it every single fucking time we take Purdue, they don't cover?
I hate Purdue. I'll be honest.
I hate them.
I hate Purdue athletics. All right. I can't get on board anymore. All right. With Braum, I got on board a little bit in football. But prior to that, they bother the shit out of me. And I don't even hate them. I only hate them because betting wise. They fucking bother me. They bother me. I had them that one year when North Texas clipped them in the NCAA tournament. I had them. It's fucking terrible. I hate Purdue. They don't cover. They were asleep. They were asleep at the wheel the whole game. The whole game they were playing with their food.
I know.
Shout out to Ja Chronic. Great fucking name. Best college show ever. Keep up the good work. Yes, appreciate you.
How does Minnesota cover every game? I don't understand it.
Yeah.
They're 21-3 against the spread.
That's unbelievable. Unfucking believable. When are the books going to adjust? Right?
They're not that good either. That's what's crazy. Like, you watch them, but tonight they made every shot in the first half. And honestly, the game would have been close if Ben Johnson doesn't get that dumbass technical foul.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand it. I still don't understand it though. I was on North Alabama against Lipscomb. No bet, but they got it done. You didn't bet this, did you?
Yeah, I had Lipscomb. Lipscomb fucking had a 5-point lead with 5 minutes and they folded. So Arlington and fucking Central Arkansas, Lipscomb all folded at the same time. It was brutal. Brutal. This window was brutal, man.
And North Dakota gets back on the winning. They go to you tried to peer pressure me into lock battling you here with Denver. I couldn't do it. The Fighting Hawks win by 14 against them Pioneers. Weber State only wins by 1 against Idaho. What is happening with the state of Idaho? They both teams strong performances tonight.
Because they covered.
UCLA, Colorado. I was doing a radio spot in Chicago this morning. And unfortunately, they asked me about this game. I was so hyped to talk a bunch of other games. And, I bet Colorado. I still bet Colorado. But this line stunk to me. I don't think I would have not taken Colorado had the line been accurate, in my opinion. Like, I didn't want to fade UCLA. They've been hot lately. But I was like, why the fuck is this line? This is exactly the little cock game to me, where I was like, I have to take Colorado. The line is telling me I'm a fucking idiot. Anyway, Tad Boyle. He's done an awful job with this roster, in my opinion. This roster is talented.
Yep.
He has done to me, if you're giving a letter grade, flat out F with this roster so far.
He's better when he's got less talent.
Yeah.
That's kind of, and they're always going to finish around what is Colorado right now? 16-9. They're way better than 7-7 in league play.
Dude, you look at that roster. Yeah, I've been a Colorado hoops fan since for 30 years, really. Like I said, I can name players, Martise Moore, Donnie Boyce, all these guys for a long time. All right, Sean Van Divier days, right? They've never been that good. Chauncey Billups days, right? I went and saw him when he played George Mason. He played at George Mason, right? They were never good. They were never that good of a roster. This is by far the best roster they've ever had, and they suck. In my opinion, total disappointment. Lock battle win for Mac.
How about dude, how good a coach is Mick Cronin?
Yeah.
Ohio
State should offer him. I was reading some articles out here on Chip Kelly leaving, and it's funny because the newspapers, I feel like, kind of side with UCLA, but you dive into some of the stories, and they don't have any money. They don't have any fucking money. Yes. Yeah. And to me, that's a huge problem. And especially they have this thing where Cal, because they're one of the UC schools, they have to pay Cal like $5 million a year. So even some of that Big Ten money, because they're leaving the California system of schools, they have to pay them a bunch of money. So even with that, it's a tricky job. If you're Mick, I know, dude, think UCLA, John Wooden, what's my guy's name that was at Rhode Island? I forget. Jim. He won the national championships with O'Bannon brothers and Tyus Edney. I keep wanting to say Jim Hanovan, but that was an offensive line coach for the Redskins.
I know who you're talking about.
When he had Lavin as the assistant, and then Lavin became the head coach.
Yep.
Right. Jim Herrick. Yes. Yes.
Ben Howland.
They had Larry Brown. This is a rich history. They have an unbelievable history at UCLA, but they fucked this up. I don't know how they're broke. It makes no sense, right? It makes no sense that they even joined the Big Ten. But in general, if you're Ohio State, you spend the most money as an athletic department. They topped Texas this past year. Normally it's Texas every year. Ohio State surpassed Texas this past year. Why would you not just throw all the money at Mick Cronin, knowing that he's from the state of Ohio?
He could get him to a Final Four for sure. He's the perfect fit. I mean, he's already won in Cincinnati. I know everybody's saying Sean Miller, but I like to make Cronin fit there.
I mean, I understand the Dusty May side too. If they go for Dusty May, I get it.
Yeah, I think he's going to Indiana. That's his alma mater. Bob Knight.
Shout out to Nick Conrad, who gave us $2. He says Ryan McIntyre has no idea what he's talking about. With Ohio State? Come on. Mac knows his shit.
I guess I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, I mean, I guess when we have a losing night, when we have a losing night, we never know what we're talking about. When we have a winning night, we know what the fuck we're talking about. It's fair.
I probably forgot more basketball.
Fair ground.
Knows basketball.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I appreciate it.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Gonzaga, dude, you lucked the fuck up with this cover.
This is the luckiest shit.
Oh my God. Me and Hoops Peterson were talking about this.
Oh.
Loyola only scored 3 points in the final 8 minutes of the game. Loyola was in position to potentially win this game. They're the ultimate choke artist as Gonzaga wins by 17. They cover the 16.5, maybe the greatest cover of all time.
I couldn't believe that Loyola was in the game. They had 6 scholarship players for the game.
Unbelievable.
But Pepe was fucking the water boy for the game. Did you see that shit?
Yeah. What's going on with that?
I don't know. They Will Johnson was unbelievable tonight.
No, dude, the game me and CJ went to. Me and CJ Sullivan, check out the Bottom Line Bombs podcast. We'll be going live tomorrow with the college basketball show around 2 p.m. We went to a game and that dude didn't miss. Like I shit you not. He scored like 35 and he only had like one miss on the fucking night. And it was like fadeaway threes. And we're just like, who the fuck is this guy? He did it again tonight, but I still don't understand how you only scored 3 points the final 8 minutes. Failure. He went for 33 in the first half, basically. What a fucking cover by you. And then remember when we double locked Sac State?
Dude, fuck this team. This team is so fucking garbage. Like we've gotten them in multiple great spots, and they just fucking puke on themselves at the Nest. Remember last year how good they were at the Nest?
Yeah. I feel like even the beginning of the year they weren't that bad. They beat Weber. They beat Weber there.
Yes, they can't cover a game to save their life now.
Yeah.
That coach sucks.
Northern Arizona pissed in my face tonight. And the same with Idaho State because Eastern Washington was playing with their fucking food all game. Yeah, I mean, they were up 8 at halftime, but it never got to like 14 or 15 like I thought it was going to. I don't know. This drove me crazy. As guess what? They cover by what 2.5 points. Yeah.
Where the night was shit.
Yes, Utah Tech covered against Grand Canyon. Glad I didn't bet this. No, but I did jump on Long Beach State. This was a Picks Page lock. I jumped on Long Beach State. That brought me a little bit of cash. Go Dirtbags. They get the win at Davis. And then
they tried to give this away. They tried to give this away. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Up, what, 18 at halftime or something? Something like that. Yeah.
I bet this one with you too. We talked about it, but I was like, oh my God, are they going to blow a lead now too? But I guess across the finish line.
Nick Conrad says he paid off his house today with the UCLA's win. Hey, well,
you're welcome.
Yeah, that was a max special.
That was my play of the day.
Yeah, I thought he didn't know basketball.
Over there, fucking paying your fucking house on my fucking.
Yeah, you just paid your house, right? And and look, I appreciate the $2 gesture, but I mean, if you just won a fucking house, give us a little more than $2. Then I'm fucking with you, Nick. I don't need your money, but I appreciate you, buddy. Washington drilled Stanford. I was on the Huskies, didn't bet it, unfortunately. Your thoughts?
Fuck those Huggers. Dude, they were tied at half, and they came out and gave up a 20-0 run, and I said, well, that's it for this game. I mean, Stanford laid the fuck down the second half. I thought they were playing for Haas, but tonight was not good.
We should have locked Santa Clara. We didn't. I took Santa Clara, but should have locked them. They didn't. Northern Colorado, Portland State was a fun one.
Great game.
Fun one. As Northern Colorado hit a 3, pretty much like a buzzer beater, sent it to overtime. Portland State wins by 10 in overtime. I was on the Vikings, but didn't bet it. And I did bet this, and I gave this away on all. This is why I feel stupid. Sometimes you go on like, for some reason, like I basically say no to nothing, right? As far as going on guest appearances, right? So I'll get random texts. I don't know how the fuck my number gets passed around, but like I'll get hit up by random radio spots that I've never fucking done before. And they're like, hey, we want to come on the radio. I'm like, yeah, sure. Let's go. I'll wake up. Every game they asked me on Dayton, Ohio radio, I was horrible. I mean, I had some nice plays tonight. They didn't ask me about ECU. They didn't ask me about Long Island. They asked me about Purdue. They asked me about UCLA. They asked me about Cal Washington State. They even went obscure and asked me Loyola Marymount. I'm like, you got to take the points in Loyola Marymount. I just completely struck out on the fucking radio. So I appreciate anyone in the great state of Ohio that thinks I'm a fucking idiot. Somewhat accurate. Cal just got drilled by Washington State tonight. Washington State was on fire. Dude, I'll be honest. If there's one loss I could have on this whole slate besides that actually happened, this is the one. I want Washington State to win the national championship. I want them to win the fucking national championship. Awesome win. I mean, they were on fire, dude. I couldn't believe this game. Your thoughts?
Yeah. So let's have a discussion. 19-6. What's their worst loss? I guess at Cal, so they got revenge on that. Other than that, the Santa Clara is not a good one, but they have the win over Arizona. They got the win over Utah, Colorado. I mean, they've beaten everybody.
Eastern Washington win in the non-cons, all right.
Yeah. They may fuck around in
Boise. They got Boise in the non-con.
Are they going to win at Arizona next Thursday? I'm starting to think
that's the one. That's the one they lose. They could win out the rest though. That UCLA game on March 2nd could be very, very interesting. I love Washington State. You know, they were the first. If people don't know the history of SGPN, they were the first ones to really give us our big shot. Well, it wasn't really Washington State. It was Mike Leach.
Yeah.
But Washington State was very kind to us. They flew us up to Pullman, took great care of us. We met Mike Leach, hung out there for the whole 3 or 4 days, and we got to meet everybody, and they were awesome to us. So I was devastated when the news hit, because even after Leach left, they introduced us to Nick Rolovich. It wasn't who
should still be head coach.
He definitely should still be a head coach in college athletics. But I feel very sad for Washington State. So I would love to see, because I'm not talking about like whoever decided to fire Rolovich, fuck them. But I'm talking about the people that I met that were great fucking people that I know are going to be their jobs. Some people are going to lose their fucking jobs. You don't just go from Pac-12 money to Pac-2 money. I know short term, they won in court, so they got some money. But I do believe this will have a catastrophic effect long term, unless they start winning a lot in football and basketball. You got to start rooting for them and the Beavs. You really do. I feel like if you love college sports, you got to root for both.
The Beavs, Beavs got to get their program going back. They
got to fire Tinkle. They got to fire Tinkle.
Yeah.
This is like critical fucking years. And if they want to, I think in the Mountain West they can take advantage of it. The Mountain West, like Noah said, could become a power. They got to take advantage of that shit though. I know Tinkle got you to an Elite 8, but that was fluky as shit. You weren't even going to get an outright bid. Yeah. You know what I mean? They got to fire him, and I like Wayne Tinkle. I think he should get another job, in my opinion.
He should go back to Montana.
Well, but Montana's coach is good. What's his name?
His assistant, yeah. But I mean, anywhere he should go back to the Big Sky or Big West, whatever. He'd be great there. But yeah, they got to shake things up.
Yeah. Anyway, let's continue because Riverside is the one wagon we can always count on. Dude, let me ask you something. I know they're just 11 and 15. I think they could be a player in the conference race. Like as far as the tournament.
No
I'm
doubt.
not talking about the seeding. I'm saying if you watch Riverside games in November, I live in LA, so like I think East Coasters they like NC Nick, my brother, he doesn't stay up late enough to tune into Big West. He follows the scores, follows the game some, especially the day games on Saturday and stuff. But they are so much better in February than they were in November and December.
Yep.
Even when they lose, they're so much better. They just passed the eye test. They look like a completely fucking different team. So shout out to Riverside giving us the cover. San Diego did not cover by a point against Portland. They still won, and they're red fucking hot. Is Lavin going to make a run in the WCC? Steve Lavin, he's been on the show before.
6 out of 7.
Yeah, they're hot. He's hot. Cal Baptist. This was my biggest what the fuck of the night. What? They only score 46 points at home?
I know.
What? I'm shocked by this.
The times we bet Utah Valley, I was like, oh, they're going to blow the lead. They always blow the lead. That's what they do every time we bet them. No, they fucking destroyed them tonight.
This was just absolute. This was the most shocking outcome to me the whole night.
Yeah.
I just thought Cal Baptist was a much better team, especially, in Riverside, California there. Yeah, I don't know. I bet this heavy, and I ate a big ass bowl of shit on this one. Northridge wins in Bakersfield on that silly ass court.
Did you end up betting this?
I did not. No.
I bet Northridge last second.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay, there we go. And how about me and Hoops Peterson were just talking about this. Cal Poly's awful. You score 51 points at home against a Hawaii team that's not great defensively. Hawaii, big win for the Rainbow Warriors. Shout out to them. St. Mary's drilled Pepperdine. Why did we not bet this? They're a factory. We're so stupid. They need to be a system play when they're not playing Gonzaga or San Francisco. System play in Moraga. And then I did foolishly. I know you locked this last night, but I didn't on the show. But guess what? Circle of Trust. I was trying to chase the dragon a little bit. I loaded up on Utah. They suck.
That's
These
it.
Fucking losers.
That's a game you couldn't lose.
Suck.
They're going to the NIT unless they win their tournament.
They suck. I was watching them. They suck. They suck.
They're old too. That's what's like. I'm like, all right, man.
They're so white. I mean, it's Utah. I know that's what I should expect, but they're so fucking unathletic.
But you got to find that fucking USC team fucking sucks. Everybody's like, oh, look at all the talent.
They had their chances to win that tonight. USC went like 5 or 6 minutes without a bucket, or maybe 3 or 4 minutes without a bucket.
Ronnie James, he's not he's a good role guy, I guess.
Yeah.
Collier, they play
he's
like
a freshman, but I mean, yeah.
They play like a bunch of individuals, and then Utah, you guys are old. You're supposed to make the NCAA tournament this year. That was a fucking atrocious loss in a game you had to have. You haven't won a fucking league game on the road yet, and all you had to do was beat USC, who's got a bunch of front runner TMZ guys, and you can't win that. You're in the NIT. Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
They couldn't hit a three all fucking night. Folks, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this NBA season with Hall of Fame Bets, a sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NBA and soccer bet with historical stats and data. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit HOFBets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month today. Start research and start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. All right, we are back on the college basketball experience. Game balls. I mean, I'm just going to open it up with Utah Valley. Fuck.
Yeah.
The most impressive win of the night to me. Yeah, I did not see that coming. Valley, what's up with these Utah schools, man? They just reload. Madsen goes to Cal. Yeah, Odom goes to VCU. Craig Smith leaves for Utah. Utah State just reloads. They just keep reloading. I feel like these universities in Utah are on point with their coaching hires, despite the Utes who suck ass. But I mean, even that hire I think is better than Kristoviak. Second game ball, where you go? Or first game ball for you, where are you going?
The Bruins. I mean,
Yeah.
they win every game now. They went from being embarrassed to Utah, and they play Utah this weekend to winners of every game. And their only loss over the last 10 games is to Arizona in a game that they led in Tucson for 35 plus minutes. The Bruins.
No, that's fair. Well, I think it's a great game ball. A great game ball. If I had to give a second game ball, which I do, I would say Tarleton. What the fuck, man? They won at Seattle. They win at UT Arlington. They've been very good lately. So I will give the Tarleton Texans a game ball. Texas tough. Who's your second game ball?
Yeah, that's a good one. Second game ball. Let's go. I know they didn't cover, but Rutgers, the way that they battled, they were down 14, 15 points here. Winners of 3 in a row. They don't give up. Shout out to the Racks. Shout out to Steve Peichel. They won't die.
Hang on. Look at this. Ready?
I know. I saw it in the back.
Woo! Oh man.
Paging Noah Bieniek.
Yeah.
Paging
Yes.
Noah Bieniek.
Noah, this is your conscience. Pick better winners. The people want you to pick better winners. You can't pick a fucking winner with your goddamn Kool-Aid and your fucking pop. You can't pick a fucking winner. If I got to listen to what, this is your conscience, Noah. This is your conscience. Matt Painter is going to lose in March. Matt Painter is going to lose in March. Noah Bieniek.
Juwan Howard.
Noah Bieniek. Juwan Howard sucks. Michigan sucks. They fucking cheated. They cheated at everything. Anyway, okay, enough.
Jim
I don't want to. Yeah.
He's out, man. I saw that in the background. I go, God damn, he's fucking out cold. Good for him.
Yeah. Well, he probably took some NyQuil. YouTube.com/the college experience. You can watch, you can tune into the Noah Bieniek experience. All right.
He's resting for opening day tomorrow, man.
That's what I'm saying. Opening day. This is your conscience. Baseball is on in 8 hours, Noah. 8 hours. Hope the NyQuil wears off. Hope the NyQuil wears off. Aren't you supposed to be dog sitting at your aunt's house? Where the fuck is the dog? Anyway, okay.
It's great, man.
Don't we have a final game ball? How
Where
about
are we in the show?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Look, the people, the poor listeners, they come for college basketball content. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. Give me North Dakota as my final game ball. They went to Denver and put it on those Pioneers. I don't even know if that's worthy, but it's good enough. What are you doing here?
Shit, Noah Bieniek gets the last game ball.
Yeah, Noah Bieniek, last game ball.
Noah Bieniek should get a fucking game ball. He's working overtime.
This is your conscience. You want a game ball, Noah. You want a game. Anyone listening to this on audio side is so fucked. You're right, chat. This is a YouTube only thing. I apologize to the audio listeners, but Noah Bieniek. Oh, and look, the fucking headphones just fell out, or they moved. So we just got movement. Maybe it's the dog. Maybe the dog is saying, "Hey, take me out. I gotta piss. I gotta shit." But anyway, Noah's conscience. Continue on. Don't
ask him for a lock tonight.
I'm glad we're very interesting. By the way, I'm glad we're very interesting, Noah. All right. Clearly, hopefully our listeners aren't doing this because oh, hey, we got movement.
Phoenix alive. Oh my God.
Hey, I think everyone in the chat is wondering, they're just wondering certain things like,
The fuck is that? Shit!
the dog has got a shit, buddy. Let me tell you, the dog has got a shit. All right, you got to get out there. Put that fur coat on. All right, get that scarf because I know you got that fucking flu. Get that scarf around your neck. Get out there, walk that dog around the city. Your aunt is watching. I got her on fucking speed dial over here. All right, she's watching. What are you doing here?
How long have I fucking been on stream?
You'll never know.
Sleeping in front of 2,000 people.
You'll never know, my friend. All right.
You got a game ball today.
Yeah, you got a game ball, dude.
You guys
talked
are
a lot of things.
Recapping the games?
No. We're just getting started. Actually, we're gonna go back through them again. Second dive. We're gonna dive through. Talk about all these teams.
Oh man,
good work.
Thanks for the game ball, guys.
Yes, and thank you for finding us so entertaining. We appreciate that. And I'm glad you're a part of the show. And look. What other gig can you get where you can bill on a fucking a time where you can sleep on the fucking show? It's fantastic. And just there's not a lot of gigs out there that do that. I mean, I guess if someone that works at a hotel that lets somebody in, or a motel, you know what I mean? You can sleep in the back on like a bunk bed or something. But
he could be president of the United States.
That is true. That's very true. Governor for sure.
Yeah.
Especially, that's a no-brainer. It's okay, buddy. So you got baseball in 8 hours. You're fine. You're fine.
3:27 in the morning.
Most normal people are asleep.
Fair. All right.
Shout out to the 2:30 that are watching me sleep.
Yeah.
Was I snoring?
No. Dude, you slept like a fucking angel. All right. Don't worry about it. All right.
You're thinking about
the world loves you. The world loves you. And all right, we got to pick some winners though. All right, so you can go back to sleep. Moving forward, Harvard is at Cornell. Cornell's laying 8.5.
They just played last week.
Give me Harvard plus the points. You know why? Because Cornell plays again in 24 hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock Harvard. It's a lot of points. They just played. I think Harvard a little bit better than the record. Let's go. Cornell's off the Yale game.
All right, I guess I'll join. I didn't have a lot of locks tonight, so I'm just looking for fun. I like gambling. Hopefully you do too. All right, a little peer pressure.
Game too.
Big fan of peer pressure. Hey, dude, smoke this. What is it? Just smoke it. Okay. Fucking Dartmouth is at Columbia. Dartmouth's getting 9.5. I'll take fucking Dartmouth in the points. What are you doing here?
I'll talk you into another lock.
Yeah.
They just played last week. I mean, Dartmouth, no rematch.
This is the one I felt better about coming into. The Harvard one might hit too, but
fucking laying almost double digits with fucking Columbia.
I appreciate the honesty in our chat. Cannabis Capper, not only a listener, but also a guy that he works for SGPN and covers college basketball. I fell asleep while listening to you live shows as recently as Tuesday. I'm glad we have that effect I'm gonna put that on my resume. You know what I mean? Just guy that can handicap college basketball games and make people fall asleep. I think it can sell. Georgetown's catching 10.
Does it
What's
sell
up
for White Tiger?
White Tiger falls asleep? Never, in my opinion. He just whines. All right, unless you actually, he does like sports. He does like sports. Put on sports, he chills out. But when we go to sleep, he likes his drinks. Hey, I like my drinks too, but I'm saying like he's got to be consuming something. I feel like for White Tiger can be a tough cookie so far. He's never gone more than 2 or 3 hours without saying, "Hey, fuck you, Dad." Anyway, Georgetown's catching 10 against Nova. I'm taking the Hoyas to cover this. What are you doing here?
Oh man, Georgetown's fucking really been a thorn lately. Give me Villanova. I think fucking style points matter. They're trying to get back in they're on the bubble. So style points. Give me Nova. Lay it.
No, I do have a lock right here at the McCann Arena. Shout out to Bob McCann, the former Washington Bullet. Marist is going to win by more than 5.5 against Canisius. Give me my Red Foxes. They've been good to me all year. On a short Friday slate, sometimes you got to dial up the old friends to get you through. Hey, Red Foxes. Mac, what are you doing here, buddy?
Yeah, I mean, the Red Foxes are red hot winners of 3 in a row. They just played, 3 weeks ago? But I like the spot for the Golden Griffs. So we got a battle here in my league. This is my league. Don't go against me in my league.
No, I've learned that you hate New York. All right. You faded Long Island. You faded Long Island. You fade Marist. What the fuck did New York do to you? Now I know the Golden Griffs, aren't they? Aren't they in New York too, right? Are they upstate New York? They're upstate New York, right? Pretty sure they are.
Area. Yeah, they're by the Bonnies. They're by the Bonnies.
So I guess New York on New York. Maybe I'm full of shit. I don't know. Let's do battle. Pick Dundee riding with the Red Foxes. Moneyline Mac going with the Golden Griffs. Manhattan is at Iona. Iona's laying 13.5 points. Stop it. Give me the Jaspers and the points. I can't. I have a rule of thumb in the MAAC. Even with Pitino, I can't lay this many points. Yeah. What are you doing here?
Pitino was awful in these big spread games last year. He would always play with his food these games. Give me Manhattan in the points, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not locking it because they've gotten drilled a few times.
Blue blood coach.
Mount St. Mary's is laying 1.5 at the moving company known as Ryder. Give me Mount St. Mary's minus 1.5. What are you doing here?
I'm going back to my moving company because you got Mount St. Mary's coming in on a 4-game win streak. That's a red flag. Give me the Ryder to snap the streak. Moving company all day, complete the season sweep.
Are you locking this?
Yes.
You're a maniac.
I love the moving company.
You're a fucking maniac. Moneyline Mag locking up. Ryder, Alfred 44. Ryder at home is Russian roulette. Yes.
The dogs in the MAAC, baby.
I don't know why Leg Show Magazine is saying Manute Bolt once had 15 blocks in the game. The record is 17, but I appreciate that nugget. You know, I went down a deep dive. Cool. I don't know. Actually, I don't even know if it was a deep dive. I don't know how the fuck I was looking at a Ronnie Cycli stat line the other day. And if memory serves me correct, I could be butchering this right now because I don't have it in front of me. He had a game with 34 points and 34 rebounds in the NBA. Blew my fucking mind.
I didn't know that either.
I mean, that's like a Wilt Chamberlain night. Anyway, he's now, if you didn't know, Ronnie Cycli is a club DJ. All right. I was in Hollywood one night, went out to a fucking club, and damn if Ronnie Cycli wasn't the fucking DJ, just the most gigantic DJ of all time. All right. Blew my mind. I was like, wait, that's Ronnie Cycli. He's spinning fucking house music. Anyway, yes, for the Heat, Clark, for the Heat, 34 points, 34 rebounds. I don't remember him ever do. He was a solid guy. He was a solid player, but I don't remember that. VCU is laying 5 at St. Louis. I think we take St. Louis because VCU is 4-1 on the road. There's no way that's sustainable. No way.
And
no fucking way.
They're off the big fucking datum when they've had a week off, feeling themselves. You look at Travis Ford and company; they've actually been playing better. They've been in these games, and St. Louis. What do we know about them? They get up for the competition. They let down for the shitty competition.
St. Louis has gotten healthier too.
Yeah, should we lock St. Louis?
I think we should.
Yeah,
I think we should.
Home dog. Let's home dog it up here.
Give me them Billikens +5. Get those Billikens +5. Get it in. This might even climb up. I don't know. I think it'll go down. I don't know. Niagara is catching 6.5 at Fairfield. Come on. No, not going to buy into your bullshit. Give me Fairfield. You remember what happened on January 12th. Niagara drilled them.
Niagara will be like 30.
Revenge is on the mind. Lock up Fairfield minus the points. Best team in Connecticut wasn't the Blue Devils. It was Fairfield. What are you doing here?
Season sweep, Niagara outright. Let's go. Battle. Get this fucking Fairfield shit out of here.
Well, I don't get.
You're so lost. You're so lost, buddy. You're so fucking lost. All right. We got a battle. Dundee riding with the Stags. Mac going with the Purple Eagles. I love this. We're just dropping Clark saying Ron Artest grew up in the same building as Havoc from Mobb Deep. That's I didn't know that.
A lot of random nuggets.
That's wild. Yeah. That's fascinating. Yale is laying 6.5 at Penn. See, this game is super tricky because Yale has Princeton on deck in 24 hours.
Yeah.
I think we should take Penn in the points just because of that. I think Yale might win still, but 6.5 points is 6.5 points. Sleepy spot. I'll take the points. No luck.
Agreed. I was going to be on Penn. I'm not going to bet it just because Yale is on a different talent level.
Yeah. Sienna's catching 9.5 at St. Peter's. You know, I tried to build a case for taking Sienna. I can't. Give me St. Peter's. Give me St. Peter's minus 9.5. I tried hard, man. I tried hard too. I will take St. Peter's minus the points. Your thoughts?
I kind of lean to Sienna with the points, but I'm not betting them. I'm not betting them on that Friday night. I don't know what they do in these prep for the long lead ups to the game. They suck in these games. Now Sunday, the Saints will be rocking.
North Florida's catching 2.5 at Kennesaw. This is an interesting game because Kennesaw had lost 5 in a row. They just won the other night. North Florida has kind of been improved this year. Give me North Florida at Kennesaw. What are you doing here?
I like Kennesaw, man. I think Kennesaw found themselves the other night, and this is a revenge game if I'm correct. Sorry, my fucking computer stopped working.
Hang on, take a look at that because I want Sam to know. You see this comment right here. Underdog Fantasy promo code TCE SGPN.
Yeah. That's how you do it.
There's called a play. This is the old play action fake. All right. There is always a way. All right. And don't get me drunk enough because I'll tell you about what you should do with your TV hookup.
I'm on Kennesaw. I'm on Kennesaw.
You're on Kennesaw? Okay. Where are we at? Jacksonville is at Queens. Queens laying 1.5. Why are we not locking this?
Let's go back to it. They dropped that home game the other night. I'm not overreacting. That's why I kind of like Kennesaw. North Florida's off that big win in fucking Queens. I love Queens here. Lock it up.
That's a good point. Maybe I'll switch to Kennesaw. No,
Kennesaw fringe for me.
I'm on Queens with you. I'll lock up Queens.
Queens only lost 2 games at home all year, and one of them.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Let's load up. Even though Jackson was they've been playing a little bit better lately, right? They've I think won 4 or 5. Ohio's catching 6.5 at Toledo. I'm taking the points.
I struggle with this one. I took the points as well. Did we talk about the Brown guys?
Did I skip that? I think I might have. Yes, I'll talk about that in a second. Yeah. Give me Ohio. I might bet it just because I love watching. Like, these are two good programs. I love watching these games, so I'd like to have action on it.
If I'm going to bet it, I'm taking the points.
Yes,
it's Ohio. It's an Ohio game.
Yeah. Brown is catching 12.5 at Princeton. Princeton has Yale on deck tomorrow. I'm taking Brown in the points. I know it's silly in a way, but I just feel like the 24-hour the Ivy deserves a different handicap for this. No other conference plays 2 games in 24 hours. So I actually think you really need to think about this a little bit more. I think Brown can cover this because they're not looking at Brown. They're looking at the game next Saturday morning, and that is Yale, who's currently in first place in the fucking conference.
Yep.
Give me Brown plus the points. I know Brown's been a train wreck this year, but give me the points. Let's see. What you doing here?
Oh, I'm locking Brown. Like you said, the look ahead, and Brown plays up to their competition. They're a little more athletic
I'll
than
join
the
you.
Ivy Leagues.
I'll join you.
This is a lot of dog, I think.
I don't know about that, but I'll take the points. I'll take the points. This is a lock. Final game on the slate. San Diego State's laying 6.5 against New Mexico State. Against New Mexico. That'll give you a 1-star review. I will take San Diego State minus 6.5. The fact that New Mexico won the other night pretty much at the buzzer at Nevada, huge win for the Lobos. And the fact that they drilled San Diego State just on January 15th or something.
Yes.
I think San Diego State's going to fuck them up. And I actually think it's a horrible matchup for them. Like the styles that they play at, New Mexico plays at an unbelievably fast pace. I think it's top 20 in the nation. I think it's number 16 or 17. San Diego State is 255th. It's a lot like a Tony Bennett game. So I'm loading up on San Diego State. I already bet this. What are you doing here?
Yeah, it's probably my favorite play of the night. I love San Diego State here. Culture, it's winning time. They're the blue blood in this league. New Mexico, I think they're baiting you to take them with 6.5. Yeah. I think San Diego State's going to drill their ass by double digits, just like Colorado State, just like Utah State, and everybody.
Let's go. Marcus in the chat says you missed Queens and Kennesaw. No, we didn't. We double locked Queens, and I think we considered locking Kennesaw. We said Picks page. Picks page. Yes. Folks, that's our show. Top lock of the night. I think we both just said San Diego State would be our favorite. Let's give out a second in case someone wants to. Let's give out a parlay. I'm going to give out a 3-game parlay.
All right. We love Queens.
San Diego State, Queens, and dare I say fucking Dartmouth?
Oh God. What about Kennesaw?
All right. Kennesaw, Queens, San Diego State.
Yeah.
Kennesaw, Queens, San Diego State. See you at the fucking winner's circle. Make sure you give Noah Bieniek a follow on Twitter at NoahB77_. He's doing good work. He may fall asleep a little bit, but the guy is doing good work. Yeah, a little cat nap. Get the guy some nose beers. He'll be fine. Moneyline Mac's on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at @Colby. Give us a follow. The College Basketball Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. And tomorrow night's show, get ready. We're going to go early. It's a fire slate. It's an unbelievable fire slate. So we're going to go around 7 Pacific. So 10 Eastern, if my math is correct. It is a mega show. Shout out to Trevor. So yeah, appreciate you guys rocking with us. Check out the College Baseball Experience. We just dropped an episode tonight talking about the handicapping all the games for tomorrow. There's some great edges on the on the College Baseball Experience. Check that out. College Football Experience just did a deep dive on the Big 12 2024 schedule release. Go check that out. We've done every other conference. The Big 12 Experience. Big 12's best conference in basketball. Go out there, deep dive. Moneyline Max hosting that thing. You can go deeper. You go deeper layers. All right. They're going to tell you why Iowa State's a real contender. All that good shit. Check out the Big 12 Experience. Check out the Ryan and Rush Show. Check out the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'll be on VSiN Network in about 5 hours. I'm going to go to sleep. If White Tiger lets me sleep, I'm going to sleep. 5 hours from now, 5 hours and a little bit of change, I will be on VSiN talking college hoops with Sean and Ryan. So appreciate you guys. Check it out. And yeah, also tomorrow, me, CJ Sullivan, going to talk about some of the Moneyline Dogs on Saturday. That's going to be going live 2 p.m. Pacific. We're going to have a little Bombs Down Under episode. CJ's been in the hospital, and I've been in the hospital, but just not for sickness. He has. We're glad to have him back, and we're going to take over the world. All right. Until next time, folks. This is the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours, and we are out of here.
It's got me thinking about the good shit the minute that I seen your grill again. It made me good trip, good jog the mind back like dog will wind that. Man, I didn't get mad when you near me hit me tan back, but the comings on was strong. Now my shit's coming along, you know the song. The truth is I'm pretty much on fire again. It's heating up for real, I'm alive again. And that's the attraction factor. Vancouver, Michigan with my rap disaster. Yeah, you know you want it how you want it. No need to trip cause I got it, doggone it. It's all yours and the extras too. All the super music and the sex for who? Just get it straight cause you caught me in a good mood. Let me demonstrate what this time of year could do. Sing it.